The standard advice for launching a digital product is a well-rehearsed sequence. You build a waitlist, drop hints on social media, and queue up perfectly timed emails to drive your existing followers to a buy button. But if you are starting with exactly 0 followers, that sequence collapses at the very first step. This leaves new creators stuck in a vacuum, delaying their product releases by a year or two, just trying to gather a crowd before they ever attempt a launch. This diagram illustrates a more mechanical approach. Instead of a single node broadcasting to an empty room, you take your product and drop it directly into a stream of users that already exists somewhere else. You don't need to own the audience. Getting those first few sales is not a problem of crowd building. It is a problem of architectural traffic interception. When nobody knows who you are, trying to sell a complex $200 flagship course usually fails. You simply do not have the baseline reputation required to support that kind of ask. The ideal zero-audience product is narrow. It must solve exactly one measurable problem that you can clearly describe in a single sentence. It also has to sit in a trust-friendly price tier, which for a digital download usually falls squarely between $9 and $29. This wireframe schematic shows the minimum viable structure of your first capture asset. Without a live pitch, this standalone page acts as an automated salesperson, housing the headline, problem, proof, and buy button. Copy explicitly defines positioning, visually filtering out mismatched users. These constrained product boundaries and strict page assets do the heavy lifting. They manually compensate for your lack of existing trust. This map outlines 4 major digital traffic streams converging on the product. The first stream is marketplaces, trading their motivated buyers for a fee. The second is search engines, where specific content captures querying users over long timelines. The third stream is emerging quickly. Users are constantly asking AI assistants like ChatGPT and Claude for immediate direct product recommendations. This diagram breaks down the required data structure for those bots. If your page includes clear specs, factual definitions, and organized tables, AI algorithms can parse that data and confidently cite your product in their generated answers. The fourth stream relies on topical communities, places like subreddits or Discord servers, where existing groups gather around hyper-specific interests. To use this channel, genuine long-term participation is required. Dropping a link into a community without prior credibility will result in immediate penalties for spamming. For a beginner, the optimal starting configuration is straightforward. List on one marketplace, optimize your page for search, and post in one established community. Success across these channels relies entirely on how well you adhere to platform rules and optimize for existing algorithms, rather than leaning on personal charisma. When you launch without an audience, release day is not a 24-hour peak revenue event. It is simply day 1 of a month-long data gathering operation. The initial traffic will be quiet. That is the normal, expected baseline. This dashboard compares the real work that follows. You must track your analytics over those 30 days to discover exactly which of your interception points is actually pulling in real traffic. As the first handful of buyers purchase the product, you email them directly. You ask what brought them in and what almost made them leave, uncovering high-quality market research and hidden friction points. The initial launch operates primarily as a diagnostic tool designed to capture real-world user data, not a shortcut to immediate profit. You take that buyer feedback and adjust the product page. Then you commit to adding exactly one new traffic entry point, like a second marketplace listing or a fresh search-optimized post, every single week. Steady, forward-moving pace. Much like a snowball that accelerates while accumulating mass, these consistent actions create compounding distribution over time, turning a static product into a permanent trap for traffic. A quiet, systematic first launch builds the invisible mechanical foundation. With that network of traffic streams established, you have the architecture in place to support every larger launch that comes next.